Ladies and gentlemen, there has been some breaking news regarding WrestleMania 42, as WrestleMania 42 is no longer happening in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now here's an article from Wrestlenomics who broke this news. Despite an announcement earlier this year, WrestleMania will not take place in New Orleans in 2026, according to a statement provided Thursday to Wrestlenomics. The statement provided by the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation indicates the event is being rescheduled for a later unspecified year. New Orleans was announced as the 2026 host city in February during a segment on SmackDown featuring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, revealing the location. Now I understand the people in New Orleans are upset at this, and rightfully so. They haven't gotten a WrestleMania in almost 10 years. The last time WWE had a WrestleMania in New Orleans was back in 2018. And I did say that people have the right to be upset. Why are they upset? Well, I'll review it later on in this video. We've yet to confirm what the location of WrestleMania in 2026 will be instead. Rather than WrestleMania, WWE's Money in the Bank Premium Live event will be held in New Orleans in 2026. That news follows the recently announced UFC 318 card set for July 19, 2025 at the Smoothie King Center in the city. The events are part of a border multi-event, multi-year agreement being negotiated between local organizers and WWE's UFC parent company, TKO Group Holdings. A specific date for Money in the Bank 2026 wasn't provided, but the annual event usually takes place in June or July. The Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation and New Orleans & Company are working closely with our friends at TKO to expand our long-standing partnership. The statement from the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation reads, which will include UFC 318 on July 19, 2025, Money in the Bank in 2026, and WrestleMania, which will move from the currently scheduled 2026 timeframe to a future year. The foundation described the statement as a joint message from both their organization and WWE. WWE didn't immediately respond to the request to confirm their agreement with the statement to provide additional comment. This report will be updated if a response is received. New Orleans & Company, which is mentioned in the statement, is a marketing organization that promotes the New Orleans tourism industry. The reasons for the apparent change in plans for next year's WrestleMania locations are unclear. A key growth strategy for TKO is to pursue the side fees and other incentives for the company that can attract in exchange for the economic impact in its events provided to the local business. Las Vegas hosted WrestleMania this year, with the local Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority providing WWE with a $5 million site fee. WWE also qualified for an additional $4.2 million in tax credits under a program offered by the Nevada state government. WWE is set to reveal a $7.1 million from the New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority with the first ever two-day SummerSlam this year at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford on August 2nd and 3rd. WrestleMania had been scheduled to take place next year on April 11th and 12th at the Superdome, which previously hosted WWE's biggest event of the year in 2014 and 2018. So that was the end of that article from Wrestlenomics. So now people are starting to think that, hey, what if this is finally going to be the time where WrestleMania goes to London? Some other people were saying that, oh, what if WrestleMania is in Indianapolis? Because remember, WWE has a deal with Indianapolis, Indiana, where they can host Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania. WWE already did the Royal Rumble. Now it's time for either SummerSlam or WrestleMania. Our answers were given to us, well, kind of, as none of those places are confirmed for WrestleMania, and this is only a rumor. I don't know if this is actually true or not, as WrestleMania is reportedly going to be in Las Vegas again. After a stinker of a main event between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, how are you going to make this better? But the real question is, why is WrestleMania 42 going to be in Las Vegas again, supposedly? Well, I did get this news earlier. I'm not going to mention who reported this. It says, per PW Insider, TKO's decision to return to Vegas for WrestleMania 42 is mainly profit-driven, as they believe they can repeat this year's strong numbers. Some in the company say that this wouldn't have happened under the Vince McMahon era, showing how much things have changed. Do you guys remember the prices for this year's WrestleMania? especially for the front row seats. It was like millions and millions of dollars. Like, who the hell is going to have that much money to just go to WrestleMania to get a front row seat? So they want to go back to Las Vegas for money. Of course. Of course, that's the real reason why they want to go back there. Is because of the MONEY. And what I want to believe is that Las Vegas offered them more money than New Orleans. But at the end of the day, people are still going to spend their money on WrestleMania to get tickets to go watch the show. Oh yeah, and I also want to mention this. Who was the one to announce WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans? That's right, The Rock. What if this is a shot at The Rock for messing up this year's WrestleMania and to go back there and to do it their way? Either that or I'm just making some stuff up. And also, I feel so bad for the people in New Orleans, man. They wanted a WrestleMania for so long, and now they're not going to get it anymore. But what do you guys think of this move? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos, follow me on Twitter @Ethan'sToyShow, and I'll see you in the next one.